This is the 10-day streak, an account I just make not too long, and in today's video, he's going to beat TDX all in under 15 hours. His goals is to obtain the best towers in the game, getting every single medals the game have to offer, from easy mode to expert mode, beat endless mode wave 50, and with that, let's get into the challenge. First things first, redeemed every single codes that are still in the game, so it's easier to grind. Now that we're ready, let's get into our first match. For my first match, I decided to pick easy mode. The easiest mode among the three, I placed my first tower, Ranger, a pretty decent starter tower. Everything went smooth sailing, and we even made it to wave 24. The Plague Doctor boss wasn't that difficult, and I easily beat him, earning my first easy mode medal. This brings a total of 1,000 cash, allowing me to buy Shotgunner and claiming some achievements for extra cash and XP. For my second match, I decided to pick intermediate mode, and this time I'm with a team of random players with pretty alright towers. For the early game, we did pretty good. For the most part, the gameplay wasn't that exciting, and I lost at wave 24. Despite my loss, I still earned a pretty good amount of cash and grind a few easy mode matches. This bring a total of 3,800 cash, and with that amount I can buy a few good towers, EDJ, Missile Trooper, and Barracks, and for my final decision, I buy Missile Trooper for its high and splash damage. I soon buy Barracks and EDJ later on. I tried again beating intermediate mode, this time by myself. Basically at wave 1, I just place a Shotgunner, upgrade it to 4-2, and on wave 9 I placed my Missile Trooper, upgrade to 2-2, place another Missile Trooper, upgrade 2-2 again, max both Missile Trooper, and then just spam more Missile Troopers. Again and again, for the Predator wave, is a little bit struggling. In front my Missile Troopers weren't able to kill Predator, but I did manage to get him to low health, and I just place a few Missile Troopers and end his life. The victory didn't last long. As on wave 31, I leak a ton of zombies. Since my Missile Troopers have slow reload speed, I just lost at wave 31. After I lost, I buy Barracks. Now we have a decent loadout. Let's try again for the third time, shall we? Since the most part, it's just boring, with the same gameplay over and over again, so I just skip to like wave 29 or something. So I see you there. All right. Now we're at wave 29, the Predator wave. Is not really that difficult. Barracks are just cooking the Predator, and not for long he died. The few following waves weren't that difficult, and on the final wave, the Eradicator spawned. Although Eradicator keeps killing my Missile Troopers, shortly he lost, earning my first intermediate mode badge. In the next couple rounds, I won some games and I lost some games. These back-to-back games earned me a pretty good amount of cash, allowing me to buy EDJ and claim a few achievements. With my new and improved loadout, I decided to try and beat Elite mode. In the early games, I placed 2 operators, max 2 operators, and then place 7 barracks and try max them all. The problem is, Elite mode is short, and by the time I max all barracks, I just died to the abominations. I tried placing Missile Troopers to solve the problem, but that's no use, and I died at wave 27. For my second Elite match, I decided to bring my main account to help me win Elite and Expert mode, since I'm too lazy to find other players to help me. And for a short context, I easily beat Revived Plague Doctor, earning my Elite medal. Now I just need to beat Expert mode. Since I beat Elite mode pretty easily, and I'm pretty confident I'll beat Expert mode, the early games weren't difficult. For the Predator wave, is pretty easy. Armored Factory and Golden Ranger are just carrying the match. The downfall begin at wave 35. Golden Rangers leak a lot in front, and the Armored Factories doesn't have enough time to spawn in, and I lost due to lack of crowd control. For my second Expert match, I'm with a team with high-level players. Since playing with 2 accounts at the same time is pretty difficult, I place my Barrack, while the other player plays Grenadier. The other player is farming for Golden Juggernaut. The early games, we leak a few, so I have to use some health crate to tank later waves. Once that guy farm finish, he plays his Golden Juggernaut. And everything went smoothly. We also beat the Predator wave along the way. And not for long, we're at the final wave. The Eradicator MK2 spawn in. As he preached through our defense, Eventually, his health is melting quickly. With the help of Golden Juggernaut and some supports, at the end he got Destroy, earning all 4 medals. Now I just need to get Juggernaut and beat Endless Mode Wave 50 to complete the 15 hours challenge. I kept grinding Elite and Interment mode since Expert was too hard for me, and finding a high-level team will just take forever, so I do some off-cam grinding. Alright guys, I'm done with my off-cam grinding, and after like 3 hours of pain, I can finally purchase Juggernaut, and claiming some achievements, I was only 10 hours into the challenge, which is enough for a few endless matches. With that being said, let's get into it. For my first endless match, I placed Missile Trooper for early defend. I also placed Barrack for support. Everything went pretty decent, until on Wave 17, we leak a ton of zombies, forcing me to place Juggernaut at the back. Once I clear everything at the back, in front isn't doing fantastic, and later on I lost at Wave 18. For my second match, I'm with a team. To make it a lot easier, I place my Missile Trooper, while the other 2 players place John and Grenadier. Since most of the gameplay is boring and repetitive, I'm just going to time skip until I'll get to the Plague Doctor Wave and all the other bosses. Now I'm at the Plague Doctor Wave. Unlike Easy Mode, this time he has his own minions called the Plague Guardian. Since he wasn't much of a big threat because he's the easiest boss to beat, it was not a problem. Fast forward to the next boss. The revived Plague Doctor also wasn't a big deal, and I beat it with no difficulty. For the Eraclicator wave, it also wasn't that difficult, but these avatars are pretty annoying to deal with. And I also beat all of them with no problems. Fast forward again to the Eraclicator MK2. Also wasn't that difficult since my team have Golden Juggernaut and pretty other useful towers. I beat it with no difficulties. Another fast forward to the next boss, Eraclicator MK4. It started to struggle a bit because he can almost one-shot my towers. Eventually his health start to drain slowly, and later he start to sprint then fall to his death. Shortly after the victory I lost at Wave 52. And that's it. I complete the challenge, getting all 4 medals, obtain Juggernaut, and beating Endless Mode Wave 50, all in under 15 hours. Of course, there's a lot of things I haven't done yet, like beating Calamity, beat Endless Mode Wave 100, obtain Golden Towers, and get to level 50. Maybe I'll make a part 2 if I want to. You guys let me know. Also, this video is inspired by Mintea's I speedran TDX in 24 hours video. I put it in the description if you guys want to see it. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time.